Hi, this is Granny Fisher, and it's springtime. The sun's shining, the birds are singing, and all kinds of little green things are starting to sprout up out of the ground. So today we're going to look at some of the things that might be growing right under your feet and that are edible, and some of them even medicinal. And today we're going to start with henbit. This is henbit. This is the first plant we're going to look at today. It's one of the early bloomers in the spring. That makes it extremely valuable to any kind of pollinating insects when they're just getting started in the spring before the other plants are in bloom. And so a lot of times orchardists will plant this or allow it to grow near their orchards because it does attract pollinating insects of different types. Henbit is, the Latin name for it is Lamium amplexicale. And it is a cousin of mint, although it does not have the smell or taste of mint. It actually tastes something like raw kale. It is high in iron, vitamins, and fiber. Medicinally, it's been used to reduce fever and as a laxative and to relieve the pain from arthritis. Now you can see what it looks like right here. It shows you about the size of it. Next to my hand, has little tiny purple flowers. The stem is square, and you can use all parts of it, the leaves, the stem, the flowers. And it's good in a salad or steamed, or just throw it into a soup. Here's another early spring wild herb, and you see it growing intermingled with the henbit here next to my goat pen. This is called chickweed, and it's a very popular wild herb. Here's another patch of it growing next to the barn, and you'll see it has green oval-shaped leaves with a point on each end, and tiny little white flowers. Chickweed's Latin name is Stellaria media, and Stellaria comes from the word meaning star because the little flowers look like a star. Okay, chickweed is a very popular early spring and midwinter green. It's high in vitamins, vitamin C and beta carotene, vitamin A, D, and B, iron, calcium, and potassium. It's been traditionally used for weight loss because it helps curb your appetite and acts as a diuretic, helping eliminate water weight gain. It's also been used to purify blood and the lymph system and as a laxative. You can throw it in a salad right along with your henbit. You can blend it, make green smoothies out of it, or steam it. Chickweed doesn't keep very well dried. It'll only keep a couple of weeks before it loses its potency and appearance as a dried herb. You can also make it into a poultice and put it on a rash, a skin rash, or drink it in a tea to relieve respiratory problems. The way to recognize chickweed, it's a low-growing plant with very small leaves, short stems. It's somewhat succulent. If you pull off the leaf and squeeze it, it feels kind of moist. And it has these tiny little flowers, tiny little white flowers. Walking down the road looking for some dandelions to take a picture of, I ran across this nice little patch of chickweed right here by the guardrail on the bridge. So you can find this anywhere. And I think I've found a patch of dandelions. Here I am risking my life in the yard of some barking dogs to get this picture of dandelions for you, but everybody knows what a dandelion looks like. It's found in yards everywhere. You see right there, see the puffball?
You okay?
Attracting attention. I just had a driver stop to see if I needed help. I love living in the South. But anyway, you see the little puffball. Everybody knows what a dandelion looks like. Children have been blowing these for thousands of years. But anyway, that's a dandelion. Well, that's not the edible part. The edible part is the flower, the leaves, and the root. And dandelion actually does not compete with grass for nutrients because its taproot is so deep. My favorite part of dandelions is the leaves. And you can pick those, put them in a salad, or saute them in a skillet with some scrambled eggs. You can even make tea from the roots. You can eat the flowers. Every part of a dandelion is edible. They're very prolific. They're all over people's yards. Homeowners have been fighting these for 50 years, trying to get them out of their yard. This is edible. This is good stuff. And it's very nutritious too. A cup of dandelion greens provides you with 10% of the calcium you need in a day, 9% of the iron. It's also high in vitamin A, vitamin C, and very high in vitamin K, which helps with the clotting of your blood. If you, your child, or your pet should accidentally get into some rat poison and lose the ability for your blood to clot, you need vitamin K to restore the platelets. And this is very, very high in vitamin C. In vitamin K. And it's also used as a diuretic, an anti-inflammatory, and the leaves have been shown to help reduce cancerous growth. Here's something very common in anybody's yard. I know it looks like wild onions. We do have those as well, but this is wild garlic. And the way to tell is to break off a little stem, crush it in your fingers, and smell it. If it smells like garlic, it's wild garlic. If it smells like onion, it's wild onion. And here you can see it's surrounded by henbit, which also is very common.